Also, it does get really dark when we start recording. So at some point,
Well, then we'll start at 6 a.m. So that way it starts dark and gets brighter.
Dude, I'm not waking up at 6. I only do that for work.
This is work too. Fuck you mean?
This is work, dude. I'm not getting paid for this.
I'm not getting paid either. Like what?
Exactly. It's not work. It's fun.
It's fun. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Needle in the Lens podcast for big episode number 10. We finally hit the double digits. Let's go. We're
go.
We're here.
Explosions once again.
Boom. I forgot. I am so sorry.
One day we're gonna get him. One day
we will. It'll be a good day when we get him.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. Yeah, that's big number 10. I didn't really have a way out of that there. I didn't have my my next portion ready. So that's I guess this is what we're working with. We're here today. Welcome back. You already know what it is if you've been here before. Music, movies, entertainment, shows, feet,
all of it.
Sometimes, maybe. Who knows?
Huh?
Nah, hey man, you didn't hear from me.
Did I? I was like, wait a second. I don't.
No.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Psych.
Needle in the Lens podcast doesn't not endorse feet, but it also doesn't endorse feet. I just want to make that clear.
There's the soundbite. There's the soundbite.
Yeah, right there. Oh my gosh.
That double negative is going to get you, man. You're going to be applying for a job in a few months, and they're going to be like, now on April 14th, you said that you do endorse feet. Is that true?
And I'll be like, hey, I do. I support everyone with feet.
Whoa, so you don't support footless people?
I support footless people too. I'm not ableist. This is going in a direction. I don't know why this mock job interview anyway, how's your day? How's your day going?
My day's going all right. I'm chilling, we're just getting some work done and all that. How's your day going?
It's all right. Took a fat nap after work.
Of course you did. Lucky bastard.
I said I actually wasn't. I kind of didn't think it was going to happen. I was eating. And I was like, oh yeah, that was good. I'm about to go back and get another bowl. And then I just fell asleep.
Oh damn. What'd you eat?
I made some pasta the other day.
A word? So what kind of pasta? Rigatoni?
No, it was fettuccine. I almost used rigatoni because I did have some on deck, but I was like, you know what? We're gonna go with the fettuccine today.
All right. Fair point. Fork in the Plate podcast coming soon, y'all. Don't you worry.
I'm telling you, I want to do that chicken sandwich episode, dude.
The chicken sandwich episode, dude. We got these Aldi chicken patties, right? That supposedly taste like, or at least similar to Chick-fil-A sandwiches. And honestly, you really can't tell the difference.
No way.
Pair it with some store-bought Chick-fil-A sauce. Bro, it's hitting. It's hitting.
Hit? All right.
I mean, like, I feel like it's close enough to where, like, yeah, I could conceivably replace Chick-fil-A with this for the rest of my life if I really wanted to.
Wow. That's a bold statement.
It is a bold statement. It's close enough, but obviously, like, I need to have a side-by-side comparison and a blind taste test. So maybe we'll do that for the chicken sandwich episode.
I'm down. I'm down for that.
I don't know how we would do it remote. We got to do it before we leave.
Yeah.
we
I do really want to try the KFC chicken sandwich, though. I don't know why.
How are we going to get KFC?
It just, dude, I'll drive.
Man?
I'll drive.
You'll DoorDash it for us?
I got it.
The Fork in the Plate podcast.
Can't guarantee the temperature of said sandwich.
I'll loan you my bag. I got my hot bag.
You got the bag on deck.
Got the bag on deck. You already know, man. Food delivery king over here. You know what it is. I'm unemployed as fuck.
But you still got money coming in. You're not unemployed,
I got money coming in.
You got money coming in.
I do. In fact, got money coming in sometimes when I'm not lazy and I like to work.
Yes. Neil and the Lens podcast does have money coming in. Wanted to make that note.
Actually, no, we don't have money coming in.
Not money coming in from the podcast.
Please give us money. Please.
Both of us.
Much love. Give money. Por favor.
Money, please.
Money, please.
Please.
Money, please.
Yes. Please.
Donate to my Patreon. We should set.
What is that?
Why haven't we set up a Patreon?
We just talked about this last
week. We did
week.
talk about that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That we'd eventually come around to it, but we just hadn't.
Ew, why am I don't know. This is not actually completely random, but I'm going back to something. There's this like show or something I'm trying to remember. And it's like this line. And it's like, money, please. We need more money. Money now. Now need more.
Oh, it's always sunny. Yeah.
Yes.
When Max, not Max's mom, Charlie's mom has cancer.
Yes.
And he wrote the speech for money now. Give me. That's such a classic bit.
I'm going to have to go back and watch that after we finish this.
Dude, we are. That's so good. Hilarious. Money now. Oh money, please.
Me need money now. Gosh. So good.
So good.
Well, now that we've reminisced.
All right, that's been it, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Hope y'all enjoyed this week episode.
Yeah, it's we'll a nice short one. I don't know why we started off these podcasts just really long. I mean, like we really should have, the teaser or the taste should have been like 30 minutes max. We just went full balls to the wall. Just boom, hour and a half, 2 hours, boom, just bang.
We're having a good time. It's our podcast. Exactly. We're doing what we want. Our podcast,
And I'll cry if I want.
Who's gonna clock us? Nobody.
Exactly. But we're not getting paid for overtime.
Nope.
That's the problem.
Never that.
I wish we were.
It'd be nice.
It would be nice. Producers pay us overtime.
Nope.
We don't have producers. We're the producers.
None of us.
Oh man! All right, yeah, we're just dragging out this intro. I hope everyone has enjoyed it. This has been a good show so far. Not really.
Great.
We're chilling. We're gonna get into some stuff, some real shit. We're gonna get into real shit. Promise.
Yes.
That promise will be fulfilled right now.
Perfect
segue to our topics. Let's
segue.
Yeah, let's talk about some music industry stuffs. That's pretty much all we got today. I mean, I feel like last episode was also mostly about the music industry. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we had like a movies episode last time, so let's talk about
Nope.
Yeah, music industry episode, unless some movie industry news falls into our lap on a Wednesday evening. That would be cool. Just saying.
Maybe.
But all right, not to get too hopeful. Let's talk about some shit that's been happening. We'll start with something that you brought to my attention this morning, last night, or
last
whatever.
night. Yeah, I think
late last night, early this morning. I mean, I saw it this morning because I went the fuck to sleep.
You were in bed.
I went the fuck to sleep. I was not about to stay awake.
Dang.
Hey man, dude. I was about to say you don't got to get up at 7 a.m., but I forgot.
No, I did get up at 7 a.m. So
exactly. All right. So there's been some interesting stuff on the good old HHT. Good old hip hop Twitter.
They always got something for us.
They always do. Whenever we don't have news, just always turn to hip hop Twitter.
Dude, there's always something.
There's always something
on hip hop Twitter. Gosh.
One dude said the N-word. One dude is probably just an assaulter. And then, there's just always some shit, man.
It's rough. But this week, what we've got is I'll let you go ahead and tell us what we got going this week.
All right. We're getting some weird patterns that have been happening over last night into today. it's just been this weird pattern of this specific video from the specific artist that's been shared. I mean, I guess it's segments of different videos. I'm not going to play anything because of copyright and whatnot. But, I mean, you should be able to see it and watch it. Let me go ahead and mute Twitter real quick just so that way it's not... Oh, hello. That's me.
Yeah.
My camera looks like garbage there because I didn't realign it. Hello. Give me 1 second. Whoopsie. My B. All right. Cool. All right, we're back. Yeah, so it's by this artist named David Sabastian, right? King Wow. This is the first one that I see that was a while ago. It's called If You Like T-Pab by Kendrick Lamar, then you need to know about David Sabastian, right? It's got it's called America on Fire. We got a flag in the butt, right? Got the White House. We got this right here. Y'all can't hear it, but
happening.
You know, definitely check it out, video. Right? Also, I just realized he finally posted a Spotify link to it here. I tried to look on Spotify earlier. I could not find it.
Couldn't find it. I was able to find it last night. So yeah, basically what's happening is these prominent hip hop pages have been all posting this guy's music. Well, just this video is the one that is being shared. So yeah, I saw it last night and I was just like, because the first one I saw is, I don't know if you had that one pulled up, but it was the one that was like, if you like to pimp a butterfly.
Yeah, the King Wow one.
Yeah.
Which, that's the one. Sorry, King Wow, I want all the fucking smoke. Your profile picture's garbage, bro.
Dang, you're gonna come for King Wow. I think King Wow is actually one of the few people on hip hop Twitter that's actually black.
Really?
Yeah.
Still has a garbage profile picture, man.
Dang.
I'm sorry, Bart Simpson's not cool, bro. Bart Simpson edits not cool. Period.
I have no opinions on Bart Simpson. I actually don't really have any opinions on the Simpsons at all.
No, but I'm saying like Bart Simpson edits, like both swag Bart Simpson and emo Bart Simpson, like that shit was not.
I don't know, some of the Bart Simpsons one I could kind of get into, a couple of them.
The emo, you like the emo ones?
Not the emo ones. Put not the emo ones.
Like X or Peep songs behind it.
No, I'm not. You weren't behind those.
Emo Bart Simpson?
No, I'm not rocking with those at all.
But so then, do you like swag Bart Simpson? Is that what's up?
It wasn't bad. It wasn't necessarily bad.
I don't know, man. I can't get behind that profile picture. But regardless, yeah, that was the one that I had originally pulled up.
Yeah, because when I saw they're like, if you like Pimp a Butterfly, then you're gonna love this guy. And I was like, oh,
calm down.
I was like, you know what? Let me see what this is about. So I clicked on that video and watched the first couple seconds of it. Already, I was like, I hate this.
Oh.
Because my main thing is, so first off, this, so now I'm just kind of going off on David Sabastian specifically, not necessarily getting into like the other stuff we're going to talk about today, but this video has like the cover for the CD, not the CD, but the single, and also the image that's in this video is the Confederate flag on fire, right? But it's stuck in between this black girl's butt, like it's literally in between her cheeks.
Yes.
And immediately when I saw that, I was like, oh, I hate this so much. Because it just seems like one of those things that it's like, it's just a shock value kind of like, whoa, look at this. There's a Confederate flag on fire inside of an ass. Like, whoa. And I was just like, what is this supposed to mean? You know? And I pretty quickly was probably like, I don't think this actually means anything. Going back to what we talked about last week with conscious rap. I feel like ever since we had that conversation, I've just been even more skeptical of quote unquote conscious rap, especially stuff like this, where when I was looking at these images, like they're so, I don't know. I feel like a lot of times when you're doing stuff like this, I would appreciate maybe a little more nuance. This is just a bit like this is a bit much, and it's not saying anything at all, really.
Right.
I mean, then they've got like the Statue of Liberty walking across the street, but it's on fire, I guess. And then they've got a black guy in a KKK, uniform, and like, I don't know. This is just like, So I actually did go, and I watched the first maybe like minute or so of a video that this artist did, like breaking down, his video. And I was like, I got to see what this Confederate flag is doing inside of this girl's ass.
Obviously.
And
it's got some important reasons to be there.
I was like, I need to know. So I get to that part of the video, and he's like, all right, now we have the Confederate flag in between this big butt or whatever. And I was like, and he was like, because, yeah, it doesn't get much better than that. I was like,
that's what he said.
What? It was something along those lines. Like, I was just like, wait, there's no image. Like, there's no meaning behind this. Like, he just threw it in there. Which is not like, now even comparing that to Pimp a Butterfly is just like, why would you even, like, why? Like, what? I don't see the comparisons. I think it's just that maybe they're both conscious. I think that was just about it. But no, this guy, he doesn't get the cosign from Nil in the Lens podcast.
Dang, going hard. I haven't even heard the whole song yet.
I heard the whole song last night. And you know what? The song itself, like lyrically, is, if it just came out like that, it would be bearable. Like, I would probably say this is about what I would expect from, I guess any other rapper doing like conscious rap, I guess. But I think the video is just really what sends it over the top for me. And I obviously I think I did watch the whole thing yesterday. Yeah. And I think it's just one of those things. It's like, I don't know what it means, but it's provocative,
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even think he knows what it means. And yeah, I guess he's just paying off all of hip hop Twitter to promote his song.
Yeah, I guess so.
It was just giving me like Joyner Lucas, I'm Not Racist vibes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can definitely see that.
Which God.
But yeah, that's kind of the big thing with it, is that it was just popping up on all these prominent accounts, like, King Wow, Shrek Knows Rap, whatever this one, Rap Talks, SK, I don't even fucking know what to call this one, but like all these prominent hip hop Twitter accounts, right? They're posting this song, and it's like, all right, they're all around the same time frame. It's kind of suspicious.
Yeah, they didn't try to space that out at all.
Yeah, it's all in the same like day and a half, and it's like, look, hey, maybe one person discovered this artist, and look, I'm just playing hardcore devil's advocate here, right? One person discovered this artist, and then all the other hip hop Twitter accounts flocked to it. It was like, oh yeah, okay, let me promo this shit too. And then you could also go the real conspiracy theory route, right? They're all run by the same person.
Oh wow.
That's the hardcore conspiracy theory right there.
That is. I'm gonna probably go ahead and shut that theory down there. But
I don't know, man. They were doing that shit on Twitter. Remember, like the Dory account and like basic white girl tweets?
That era of life. God, I hated that.
Terrible time.
I hated that. But I will say, if there were just simply too many hip hop Twitter accounts for them to actually be trending out. The thing is, with the Dory accounts, they would just recycle the exact same tweets and just make them like, I would see a tweet that was going viral, and I was like, dude, this literally just went viral 3 months ago. Like, why is this on my timeline again? It's the exact same word.
And they were also all stolen, by the way.
Yeah, they were all stolen. Which actually, I used to be like, wow, I can't believe that. But then that Dory account did even have in their bio, they were like, we don't own any of this content. And I was like, dang.
It's like, then just don't post it. If you don't own it, don't post it.
They were gonna get the clout. They were gonna get the clout.
That's fucked up, dude.
I used to follow Dory too. I feel like everyone followed Dory at some point.
At one point, Twitter. And then you kind of realize how scummy it is. And then
also, I don't even think that account exists anymore.
Oh no, it got banned.
Yeah.
It got banned for one reason or another. I don't remember if it was because of the stolen content or whatever, but I don't know, man. I think there could be, if not one person running it, could definitely be some sort of network that.
I mean, I think everybody on hip hop Twitter is all of that. I mean, obviously they know each other and everything. I just think like, well, obviously a lot of these people have also like done face reveals before. So they're not like
called figureheads, man. It's just
I'm
a random
conspiracy theorist over here.
Dude,
if they were all run by the same person, if they're all run by the same person, then we would
the hip hop Twitter deep state
have a bunch of Shrek nose raps going around, and I couldn't deal with that. I couldn't deal with all of them talking about J. Cole all the time.
Dude, that's what they do, though, is it not?
That'd be too much. No, not the way Shrek does. That's too much.
I guess
that's way too much. People talk about the other accounts, they talk about J. Cole in moderation, you know, but Shrek just kind of, we're just starting beef with everybody today.
Honestly, dude.
I'm
going off. Dude, why haven't you started your hip hop Twitter account? We talked about this the first episode.
Dude, it's I feel like it's hard to gain traction. Like how does one gain traction?
Social media marketing. Which is exactly what David Sebastian.
Hey, you're the marketing. You're the marketing guy here.
Dude, I got you behind that. You just needed to be out there. I got you on that.
I just gotta get out there. Got you. I got you.
But social media marketing is what David Sebastian tried to do. You ruined my perfectly good segue, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
You better be fucking sorry, dude. All right. We're not beefing. We're not beefing with each other now. But
beefing on the pod.
Beefing on the pod. 100%. But no, yeah, he presumably, as we can guess, he most likely paid these accounts to post about this, so that way he 100%. Could get attention. I honestly just doubt that all of these accounts, you know, all happened to find him around the same time frame. It's too suspicious.
Yeah.
So
it really is. And the song's not even that good.
Yeah, it's really not that
and everyone is all the tweets. That's another thing. If they wanted to make it believable, they should have calmed down a little bit, because everyone was like, oh, if you like Kendrick Lamar, this guy reminds me of Kanye. This guy is one of the most exciting, like, best rappers in rap right now.
Yeah,
like, yo, calm down. Y'all just, first off, yeah, I mean, just looking at this man's numbers, it was clear to tell that, like, he wasn't, like, there's no way they all just kind of found him, you know?
Right, like organically.
Right. So, yeah, they're definitely getting their bag. David Sebastian is, I'm sure, hitting these people up in the DMs like, hey, yo, I'll give you, I don't know, how much do you think David's offering them to promote it?
I don't know. I'd say a couple hundo. I don't think hip hop Twitter accounts are worth like anywhere in the thousands for promo.
No, definitely not.
Nah, I don't think, and I also highly doubt he has anywhere in his right mind to give 1,000 to each of them.
Dude, I don't know. That was one thing when I was watching the video. I was like, this looks like he might have had a little budget. He
definitely had a little budget, but it's still a bit scuffed to where it's definitely most likely entirely in-house. Which
I can definitely,
which will contrast something we are going to talk about later. Spoiler alerts. But yeah, it's just scuffed enough to where, like, he definitely could have done this in-house. Like, all the police uniforms, like, bro, we know you got that at Party City, my guy. Like, like, these are not real cops. These are Party City cops. These are mall cops, my dude. Like, come on.
The one thing that really got me was that, like, there's this one scene where he's, like, on top of an 18-wheeler, and he's, like, driving, or the 18-wheeler's, like, driving through the street or whatever. Mm-hmm. I was like, okay, this looks like they might have had to, like, shut down some streets to film this, which I was
it
like,
also could just be special effects. Like I'm looking at that scene right now.
It didn't look green screen to me.
I don't know. It could be, if done well, like, it could be a good green screen.
They would have had to have some money for that too, though.
Yeah, but green screen's cheaper than shutting down a highway. And also, like, he didn't really have to shut down the highway. I mean, not a highway, but... Or not highway. You know what I mean? The street. I mean, people are still driving behind him.
This is true, but it looks like it was. That's a serious production there.
Let's get analytical, all right, fellas. Like, I don't know. There's still people walking. Like, I highly doubt that he shut down in the street for that. So I mean, like, yeah, he could just have hit up this 18-wheeler driver and be like, "Hey, can we borrow your truck for this shot?" And then
this is. Like, oh, yeah, I mean, it's possible, but there was a lot of driving around. Then at one point, he like has like not paint, but like smoke, like pink and blue smoke that's like going out crazy all over the whatchamacallit, outside of the truck. Oh, it was a pretty
18-wheeler again. I don't know, man. I think he's definitely got enough budget to make this music video, obviously. But again, like I said, I don't think he's got the marketing budget to pay any of these dudes $1,000 each. And also, I don't think they're worth $1,000 each.
Unless
maybe I really don't truly know anything about marketing.
Unless it's not in-house.
Unless it's not in-house, and then we have some other issue, in which case we have a potential industry plant on our hands, guys. This industry plant, it's inauthentic. Oh my God. We're gonna get some more of that discussion later. But in general, we're gonna say that the term industry plant is really fucking stupid and is just disingenuous as fuck. Right.
Gotta let it go.
Yeah, let it go. But there are some instances in which it can be levied as a valid criticism. And I think, you could make the argument that this could be considered, like, if he somehow was, and I really don't think David Sabastian is. I think he's just a guy, trying to make it so he's paying for marketing. Dude, I mean, promo is part of the music industry, bro.
Yeah, this is true.
Get your bag. Do what you got to do. If he's paying these hip hop Twitter accounts, and hey, if it results in some fans, then it's done its job. I think that's the case. But hypothetically, if he was somehow an industry plant, which again I don't think he is, then we have a case where the industry, right, or the label, it would be in that instance, is pushing someone that is pushing a narrative to essentially garner attention based off of that narrative and movement. And obviously, we have, it's, growing and growing more as an issue, obviously, with things that have happened in the past few days and also everything.
Just industry plant, someone that doesn't really have any sort of following at all yet.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's kind of getting pushed to prominence.
Yeah, getting pushed and things like that. The thing is if he was an industry plant, they wouldn't be going to hip hop Twitter to promote him. They'd be going to major publications and things like that.
It's possible, I think, but you do got to start small. You do have to start a little small.
I don't know. Most true industry plant cases that I've seen are like they just go big, and maybe that's why they learned, start smaller, right? That would make sense.
I've seen some smaller, like just like, for example, a lot of people have thought of Lil Nas X, have claimed Lil Nas X an industry plant. Lil Nas X has said himself that he is an industry plant. Whether or not he was trolling,
he's trolling hard.
You never know. See, that's the thing about Lil Nas X, though, is like, he's probably trolling. But then I'm also like, he could be an industry plant.
No.
And he could just say that, and no one would ever be like, ha ha ha, Lil Nas X said he's an industry plant.
See, but I really don't think he is, because I think Old Town Road really did have that virality aspect to it. And obviously it went crazy once, Billboard was like, hey, this isn't country. And then Billy Ray Cyrus was like, this is goddamn country.
I think I will say, whenever Lil Nas X first came on the scene, I was very suspicious that he was an industry plant, because he got the deal. It was the thing that really made me raise my eyebrow was the deal that he got when he signed. Cause I was like, man, the song, I don't think it had charted yet. Maybe it did. It probably had charted, but it was really low on the charts.
Oh yeah. It wasn't huge until the Billboard controversy happened.
And then he signed a big deal, because he signed much, like, way before the Billboard stuff happened, way before the number one.
But was it before or after Old Town Road then?
No. I mean, it was as Old Town. It was when Old Town Road
came out, but it was going viral. I mean, like it was a big deal online.
There are a lot of I'm like, one viral song I feel like doesn't constitute an entire record deal was my logic. Like,
I mean, what was the deal? Like, do you remember?
I mean, it's pretty big. He's Lil Nas X, so I don't know. I don't remember the exact numbers, but let's see. We'll do some quick research here.
And I don't know. I guess nowadays I feel like most industry plants are pushed as features first, or like the supposed industry plants, right? Are pushed as features. That's why a lot of people thought Don Toliver was an industry plant. That was a really big one.
Yeah, I the only reason I don't see that for Don is just because I guess he came up with Travis. So
yeah, I mean, like that one, I don't think he was one. And I just, at the end of the day, when it comes to industry plants, the biggest thing is like, if they are, I mean, so fucking what, right?
Yeah, no.
I mean, the biggest thing with that is, and I hate to pull a capitalism, right? But I mean, even if an artist is an industry plant, the market will decide if it's good shit, then it's going to continue to survive. I mean, if Don Toliver was an industry plant, he wouldn't have 30 million monthly listeners right now. Like if he, or I mean, if he was an industry plant and his music sucked to the general public, people like him, and that's why he's being successful. So if he was an industry plant, I mean, so what? He's making good music that people enjoy. And that's really the biggest thing with that, because another person that people consider an industry plant is Billy, which I also feel is very disingenuous, because it's like, okay, now you are just saying that people with connections are industry plants, which yes, I will admit that obviously having, connections to people in the industry does put you at a slight unfair advantage. And I'm not a Billy stan, right? I have my issues with her and her attitudes and things that she said, obviously.
Right, 100%.
But I mean, again, it's a market thing. I mean, like, people like her music, so she's still around. And to say that someone is an industry plant solely for the reason that they have connections to the industry is just stupid, because I mean, making connections and networking is the biggest part of all media industries. All media industries require networking.
I mean, you're not getting anywhere without it. So,
exactly. So like, I mean, yeah, we're in the day and age where someone can go viral one day and have a lucrative career the next. But I mean, still the industry as a whole, it works best off of, making connections and networking with people. Same thing with film, same thing with television, same thing with fucking video games, fucking everything else.
Yeah, no,
networking
I mean,
is the way.
How it works. So you're going to be networking, or you're going to get in there because of nepotism,
Yeah, I mean, nepotism is also a huge part. But we're going to be nice and say having connections.
Yeah, we'll call it having connections. Because, I mean, there have been tons of people that have been accused of this over the years. Obviously, like you said, Billy, Clara was also a big one. But, I mean, obviously her connections, I feel like, are a bit more clear. Yeah. And I'm trying to think who else. Chance was a big one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I remember everyone was like Chance the industry plant, which I still don't think he was or is, I guess.
Who was the one who, I don't remember who it was, but it was this one fucking commentator who was saying that like Chance was lying about being unsigned and shit like that.
Oh, that was a big.
Was it Joe Budden or was it Academics? I don't remember.
I don't know if who it was that was commenting that, but I do remember a lot of people were talking about that and thinking that he was signed, even though he wasn't signed. And like, he kind of, Chance, the way he worked that kind of era of Coloring Book and that, like, I mean, I remember when that album came out, he had it it was an Apple Music exclusive, because at that time that was when Apple Music was still like artists were kind of still doing the exclusive thing. Like,
right.
I remember what was it? Did Drake have an album that was an Apple Music exclusive? I feel like
no, I mean
that was a thing that happened.
I mean, 444 was a title on Apple Music exclusive.
Yeah. That happened with Lemonade as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know there were at the time there were some pretty big albums that were doing that exclusive thing. Oh, Blonde, obviously, was Apple Music exclusive for quite some time. So
how did that feel?
I got Apple Music. Yeah.
You sucked it up. You just bought it.
I just sucked it up, and then once it was on Spotify,
you're like, I don't want to play with you anymore.
Yeah, it's threw that toy away. So
I guess so.
That's how that works.
That's what you got to do, man.
Yeah, I think it was one of those things where it's like Chance wasn't necessarily signed, but he was still kind of getting deals.
I mean, he was a pretty big name in the industry at that point.
Right. And like, I think the word independent is definitely very broad. And there are a lot of different ways that can look.
Right.
So like, Chance the Rapper's independent artist is probably not going to look like No Name's independent artist. And maybe it will, maybe it does. I don't know completely, but I know that like the more popularity you get, the less independent kind of, works, I guess, for me personally, just because I don't know. It seems like once you start getting deals and all these other things, I guess independent and the way that they're thinking of it is only about signing to a music label specifically.
Right. Yeah, that's the way that people determine whether or not you're independent or not.
Right. But I just think sometimes there are a lot of other factors that go into there that, although it may come across as quote unquote independent, there are so many other people like pulling the strings behind things.
Right.
Whether, even if it isn't a label, that it's
you got like managers and teams and
right. Which is something that, I remember Brockhampton was, I was kind of questioning that at the time in like 2017. Because I remember they're like, we're independent, we don't want to sign. But they had the same managers that Tyler, the Creator, has, and they still do, I think. So I was like, oh, like y'all aren't signed, but at the same time, like you guys still have managers sort of with
team and backing. Yeah.
Right. With some pretty big connections,
Right.
I'm not going to say that's necessarily always going to, just magically like, boom, you're in the scene, you're huge, because I will say, like, I think at least looking back at that time for Brockhampton, their growth seemed to be pretty organic. And I think it did speak just a lot to their music at the time. And I think that, I mean, I feel like that's how it is for most industry plants. Like if your music is popping, like you said, you're going to get in there.
Yeah.
And I mean, they got in there.
I think the term independent really comes more from independently released rather than just independently created, because obviously, I mean, most of these people have their teams that help create and manage them, but it's released independent of a label,
right?
Without a label backing. So I mean, I think it still does work there, but yeah, when people think independent, people think indie, they think one,
right? Which is so like that's what
solo,
people are thinking.
You're doing it all yourself.
That's why when I see Chance riding the independent
Rust type beat,
yeah. When I see Chance riding the independent kind of label really hard, I'm just like, this feels a little inauthentic now.
Oh yeah, no,
maybe not at one point, but it kind of does now. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Do you have a favorite industry plant, potential industry plant?
I mean, the only one that I can really think of is Dawn. I mean, like that's the one that I think of that people were making a big fuss about that I genuinely enjoy. I find it really funny. I forgot who posted this meme, but it was a meme that said, when you're looking up a new indie artist and you see that their parents have blue underline names in Wikipedia.
Oh, like, yeah, I saw that too. I did see that.
It's so funny because it's like,
Yeah.
I see what's going on here.
I see.
But yeah, I mean, it's that same thing about the connections, obviously.
Right.
Making connections.
I do think Dominic Fike, I do actually think is an industry plant.
Really?
Yeah, I've thought this for a while because, I don't know. He came out of nowhere to my knowledge.
And that's the big thing with that though, is that these people come out of nowhere, but it's, they could have very like small, very underground fan bases that actually do, push them more to the forefront. And it seems like they come out of nowhere too. I mean, like, hell, DaBaby came out of nowhere to me, and I was like, who is this? What?
Yeah, I do think actually in rap we see that. We do kind of see that a lot, only because sometimes you'll be like, dude, why is this person? I don't even know who this is. Why does he have a Drake feature? Like, like Block Boy JB.
Oh yeah, that was one.
Like that was so random. I was like, dude, I feel like this is this guy's first song. Yeah. And he's like got a Drake feature. I mean, it was essentially a Drake song.
Yeah, no,
basically.
But I mean, it's just those people. I mean, so much music is released, you can't keep up with all of it, right? Yeah.
And I mean, I've seen people calling Kenny Mason an industry plant.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so, obviously, but no. But back to Dominic Fike. I don't know. His growth seemed fairly organic to me. Like the circles he was popping in, like it made sense.
See,
he was popping off in like the indie types.
See, my thing was like,
circles.
I remember because I think Dominic Fike, like I first heard about him in like 2018, maybe 2018. Right. Yeah. And it was because, and I think this is actually the main reason he got or started to get that exposure is because he got posted on the Brockhampton YouTube account. And like at the time, I guess they wanted to like, highlight random artists. Mm-hmm. And so I remember seeing that, and they posted this Dominic Fike, and it was like a music video for his song 3 Nights. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Then after that, boom, like everywhere. And
I mean,
not only just that,
about his circle,
but not even just that. Then he started linking up with a bunch of people that were like way bigger than like even the people he was associated with at the time. Like it just seemed like he was getting in every single room ever. Then now he's on the Justin Bieber album, and I mean, not that he's not a big artist, he is, but like I didn't think he's not popping like that,
I guess so, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, obviously, like you've said, industry plants, I don't care necessarily.
Yeah, like, it's not a big of a deal as people make it out to be. And I think the biggest thing and why it causes such a fuss in like hip hop communities is because like hip hop has this big kind of idealism of being completely authentic.
Yeah.
Like you have to be authentic, like, you have to be real, right?
You came up,
Yeah. You came up, you're real.
You worked
the word
to get
real
there.
specifically. And it's like, so going off that, then someone who gets pushed by a label or whomever, it seems inauthentic, like you've said many times. So that's why people push back against it.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, here's the thing. I guess like we've already said this, kind of reiterating yourself. The music slaps. The music slaps.
Exactly. If the music slaps, the music slaps.
I'm not going to be mad at it. That's how the music industry works, like you said.
Yeah.
And I mean, even before the age of social media, like that's just how it happened, like,
yeah, it's especially how it happened. And I think it's just because people, tape. Yeah, I think people just have people are less accepting of it now because people can grow a lot more organically with social media.
Yeah.
That's why I think that's the other reason why I think it's such a big fuss about it.
Yeah. That's definitely true. I don't think it would be an issue if we didn't have social media. Well, because it wasn't an issue before you had social media.
Exactly. It was just like, something that happened and that no one cared about.
Right. Like I was saying,
no one acknowledged.
You could literally send in a demo tape to a label and they'd be like, this is cool. We're messing with this. All right.
Yeah. Or they would shit on it.
Yeah. But it's like you could do that and you could get signed right there.
Exactly.
So I think it's just now that people want organic growth. People want to feel like they can relate to artists and kind of relate to I don't know. People like to see artists come up naturally. It's inspiring.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know, like watching people go from nothing to something is really great. Mm-hmm. And I mean, when that happens, that's cool, but that's not the reality for some people. And, you know, you get in how you get in, and hey, I'm here to listen to the music regardless.
Yeah. That pretty much encompasses it. Now it's time for us to completely backtrack everything that we've just said and start talking shit on some supposed industry plants. Right? Okay. So, if you guys, I mean, I don't know how many of you guys are on here, but punk TikTok has been going kind of wild with this. I don't know. I find myself on punk TikTok sometimes, so I got wave of this, and I know you said you saw the video that I was talking about, but
yeah,
a lot of people have been talking about this group right here. It's called Tramp Stamps, right? It's this all girl group, right? They're they're girl punk, or what some would call at least an attempt to be riot girl. I'm gonna step more into that later because I did my best to do research before this so I wouldn't be a poser and so I could be informed, right? But yeah, so this is their group. It's this all girl group, and they went viral on TikTok with this video that I'm not going to play because if they are real industry plants, I'm getting a DMCA takedown from that video. And yeah,
wouldn't be nice. Would not be nice.
But it's a song that they are releasing or have already released called I think it's called "I Rather Die," right? And I guess what you would call the chorus of the song goes, "I'd rather die than hook up with another straight white guy," right? It was.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that was the chorus. And look, aside from, and look, hey, I get it. I'm a straight white guy, right? So hey, don't just take my opinion, right? But
you can take mine though.
Don't just, I'm a straight white guy. Don't just take my opinion. But I don't know. Y'all are just gonna have to hear it. It sounds cringe, bro.
It does sound cringe.
So cringe. Like it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. And hey, whatever, right? This is their music that they're making. But yeah, it's not good. And kind of I hate this is very low hanging fruit and punching down because everyone online, or at least mostly everyone online that I've seen, is dogging on them.
Already taking
really hard. So they've done all the hard work. I'm picking up the pieces right here. But they're like, this is shit. This sucks. And unfortunately I can't show it to you guys because I don't want to get a DMCA takedown, and I don't want a copyright strike on this YouTube video if you're watching on there. But yeah, that's what's happening. So but it does go a little bit deeper, obviously, other than just this random punk girl group that popped up on TikTok and went viral because people are like, this is shit, this sucks. Some people have done a lot more in-depth research. Shout out to Hard Cope on TikTok. I'm going to go ahead and play this video because this actually doesn't have any DMCA content. But let me go ahead and pull this up. But yeah, shout out at @hard_cope on TikTok for this video. Let me go ahead and play it out. This is kind of him explaining everything, essentially, like why it smells really fishy. Right.
Wow, their first post on their Instagram is a fully animated piece of media with a link tree to literally every social media site, like off the bat with like 23,000 followers, but their posts only get like a couple thousand likes and barely at that. Oh, what? Their YouTube video says they come from this record label. That's crazy. What? Oh, they have a fully designed website with full CSS and HTML5 setups and animations. oh, and the lead is this girl, you know, the purple hair one, looks real punk. Oh, but wait, no, she was a singer who a few months ago was trying to do this Lana Del Rey thing and it didn't work, and now this is where the label put her. Same with the other guitarist. That's crazy. It's almost like it's a bunch of people who were like theater majors and shit who had rich parents, and now they're co-opting Riot Girl aesthetics that people literally dedicate their lives to for money.
All right. So there's that, right? And I mean, based on that video, this shit looks suspicious as fuck.
There's definitely something fishy going on there.
There is most definitely something fishy going on. And you know, the rabbit hole goes down pretty far. I mean, obviously, yes, here's their link tree, like that person mentioned. You know, obviously, I mean, anyone can make a link tree, right? Yeah. But I mean, their Instagram page is very sophisticated, and like you said, there's animated posts. Like it's so, I don't know. And the one thing that they mentioned was their website. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick, because their website is actually pretty.
Oh, it's really nice.
Yeah, it's so nice. And look,
dang.
Look, I'm not gonna sit here and say that they're not capable of making a website, but this is extensive. This is extensive. They have this animated thing here, the picture here. It looks really nice. These animations to pull that up as you scroll down. Nice. Embedded YouTube videos of very, very sophisticated merch store, which I'm not going to scroll on more because no free clout for you motherfuckers. Their about section. Let's read their about section real quick, right? Let me.
Yeah.
Can I zoom in?
These girls are about.
Whip smart and wildly irreverent. I was about to say irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
We're going too hard. Nashville-based band Tramp Stamps are introducing a fantastically unfiltered new voice into today's pop landscape with a lyrical style that's equal parts social commentary, soul-bearing confession, and brilliantly profane storytelling. Singer Marissa Mano, which we're going to get back to, guitarist Caroline Baker, and drummer Paige Blue speak the truth on societal ills like white boy privilege and fragile masculinity, all while revealing the warped sense of humor and untamed joie de vivre. And with its high and I'm sorry, what punk group is putting French in their bio? Like, come on, let's keep it real. And with its high energy collision of pop and skate punk, Tramp Stamp sound fully is a catharsis that fuels their songwriting. Y'all get the gist. Y'all get the gist, right?
Yeah,
so that's the group, okay, and that's their about. Their website is very sophisticated. By the way, they have a subscribe to their email list going on, right?
Right.
But I mean, it's so fishy. And especially the one that he brings up, that the singer Marissa Mano had a career beforehand. And I mean, you just do a quick Google search and you can see these images. Obviously, you know, I don't want to come out here and call her a poser, right? But I mean, this is not the same aesthetic that we see in the other videos. At all. Not anywhere near the same. This is very, I mean, yeah, like the person said, Lana Del Rey-esque, right? Or like, you know, just kind of the generic pop aesthetic and whatnot. So we have this weird kind of fishy, suspicious phenomenon going on.
Right.
And I think the big one that really that person hit on well is how they're kind of co-opting Riot Girl aesthetics. And look, hey, what is Riot Girl, you might ask? Well, thank you for asking, so I can have a perfect segue to this next section. Right?
Go on.
Riot Girl, right? Spelled Riot, G, 3 R's and L, by the way, which I had to do my research for this one, folks, but it is an underground feminist punk movement that began in the early 1990s within the United States and Olympia, Washington, and the greater Pacific Northwest, and has expanded to at least 26 other countries. Riot Girl is a subculture movement that combines feminism, punk music, and politics. Thank you, Wikipedia, for that, by the way.
Thanks.
But Yeah, that's the aesthetic that they seem to be co-opting and appropriating, which was actually a fairly, big and important movement, especially for feminism in that era. And, it touches on important issues. And it just really does seem very, very like not genuine the way that theirs approaches it,
Interesting.
And then it's like, okay, they're taking these people who did not fit this aesthetic originally and did not fit this movement, to call it a movement generally, and using them, putting them in this so they can make money off of it. That's where it gets pretty fucked up and fishy. That's where the line is kind of, you're teetering that line there.
Right.
And
oh no, you can keep going.
I mean, like, I was just going to go, yeah, it's shady. It's really shady. And, their posts are, obviously their music's pretty cringe from what I already said. But, also their singer tweeted, I gotta put this out. I already don't like her based on this tweet, but, she said, if by industry plant, you mean we personally planted our fat, beautiful asses right into your mind rent free, then yes, you're correct. Like, shut up. I'm sorry. I really this is just, it comes off so shitty coming from me, but it's just like, it just seems so ungenuine. And I don't know. I really don't want to just dog on them so hard, but just between all of the information that we have, it's so fishy.
It does look suspicious. And I will say, I mean, I don't have, I can't speak to, that movement or anything because I don't necessarily know a whole lot about that.
Right.
But, yeah, it definitely does look fishy. I think if, for example, like you said, industry plants themselves don't care. If this is a group that I guess actually wanted to come about and do some good or actually put, some good messaging in their music, that would be definitely interesting. But at least from what I've seen, it doesn't seem like it said they'd rather die than hook up with another straight white guy. Like, that's not doing anything.
Dude, they're super liberating women, bro.
Yeah, no, like, you're not putting anything of substance in there with that, which is like, hey, if that's what you want to sing about, sure, go sing about that. It does come across as a little cringe. Yeah. But like, I don't know. I think there are definitely people that are putting better messaging into their pop music. Like, I don't know, Rina Sawayama with XS, which is literally a statement on like the dangers of capitalism.
Absolutely.
So like, there are definitely people that are doing that a little better.
Exactly. But of course, there's also voices in that, like, that scene in general, in the punk genre, that are, headed by women that are, touching on these issues and are just in general, just from what I've seen, making better music. And also a lot of them are led by women of color, which is fucking dope.
Right.
Which is so much like, this is progress. This is good shit. And also, like, quick thing, kind of to contrast against David Sebastian's video. This video is very professional for a group with only 5,000 subs on YouTube. Like, this is like, I'm just going to scrub through a bit here. Like, this is very professional. This is not anywhere near scuffed like David Sebastian's video.
I see what you're saying.
Like I could have made David Sebastian's video.
Dang,
but I don't
ripping on David Sebastian.
No, I'm not ripping on him. I'm saying that, like, with the skill set and the tech that I have, I could, do something like that. It's not unrealistic. I don't necessarily know that I have the equipment or capability to make this video.
Yeah, like, and kind also, of with that, like, whole background, that setup that they've got.
Yeah,
going
the background, there. The wardrobe, the props, actors and stuff like that. Cause I mean, like what? David Sebastian's video had maybe like 2 other people in it, right?
Well, no, they had a bunch
it's
of
actually
extras.
a bunch of other people, but like, but the extras don't count because you don't have to pay for extras.
I mean, sometimes you do.
I mean, sometimes, but usually no.
I mean, they had a bunch of people in the. I'm talking about like in the White House scene and like. Well, you gotta watch. You gotta watch the whole video. Maybe we can watch the video in the.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, that one there was quite a few people in there, but I mean, like, I don't know. It's just. It just really does seem so fishy, and just. I think the most damning one is the fact that this Marissa girl had a whole music, like she was making music prior to this. Mm-hmm. And it's like, there's obviously nothing wrong with making music and then going on to do other types of music.
Right.
But it's just like the optics of it when you consider the kind of the complete change in aesthetic, which like, look, don't get me wrong. Like if I were to make music, I would want to make a diverse variety of kinds of music because like, I don't want to put myself in a box, obviously. Post Malone type beat, but
there you go.
But it's such a drastic change, and especially when you put into consideration the Riot Girl movement as a whole, and just kind of the optics of them co-opting that movement, that style. It's shitty. It seems shitty.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, like
it doesn't help that the music isn't that good.
Yeah, that definitely isn't giving them a leg up. And the thing is, like you said, if these are industry plants, they're not going to catch on unless people really start getting down with the music. And I mean, I don't know what their reach is looking like, or like their. I mean,
they have 27,000 Instagram followers, which Instagram followers are kind of easy to inflate.
No, they are.
Especially with the label backing, but
100%.
YouTube subs at only 5,000.
That's that is a little. What about Spotify? I feel like Spotify.
Oh yeah. I have not checked their Spotify monthly listeners. Let me check that. Let's see here. The good old double check. They have 241,000 monthly listeners on Spotify, which I feel like most of that has come from the last few days. Probably. If I am to be honest.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Because so they have 3 songs now. This one came out. Why can't I see the actual date for 1-800-MISS YOUR GUTS? What the fuck?
1-800-MISS YOUR GUTS.
It just tells me 2021. Do I have to check on my phone? I might have to check on my phone, fellas.
Yeah. No, you can. No, yeah, actually, that's right. You can't see specific release dates on desktop.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's stupid. Annoys me all the time.
Yeah, just have some consistency, Spotify, would you?
Please. Also,
this came out March 3rd, 2021.
Okay.
So you mean to tell me like they made a like a completely underground grassroots movement in a month and a half?
Just like that. I don't know, man.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, if they want to, like they can grow off of TikTok. Like if they want to grow,
obviously
they could do that.
It's definitely a way to do it.
But I mean, I guess if the song's been out for this long, and I don't know, it seems like they already have some kind of backlash. I guess the future is not looking too bright for them.
Yeah, it's definitely not. I think they're gonna get pushed out of the industry.
Because I mean, yeah, on some level, you have to. If that's the one thing with the industry plants, I think they do. The key is to make your growth look organic.
Exactly.
And if you are doing stuff that comes across as clearly not organic, i.e., Tramp Stamp or David Sebastian, like consumers, maybe they weren't at one point in time, but they're a lot smarter than I think.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
People are giving them credit for. So it's like whenever you see everyone posting this David Sebastian video, you're going to be like, what? This is obviously like coordinated. And I think, they use
verified on TikTok. Hold on. Let me check that.
Oh, that would be crazy.
If they're verified on TikTok,
there's no way. That would be too much. That would be like, what?
I feel like I saw them that they are.
That's crazy.
Oh, video currently unavailable. They deleted their video.
What?
Guys, we bullied them. We bullied them. Okay,
I swear I literally was just there.
They're not verified, so I guess I was tripping. Unless you can't see verified on PC, but they do have 389,000 followers. Which I mean, hey, yeah,
no,
you could have thrown off TikTok like that, but
no, they're not verified.
Yeah, it's just it's. I mean, this is either a case of
a lot of traction
an industry plant, or this is literally the greatest TikTok social media marketing campaign I have ever seen.
I have a feeling that they are actually just industry plants.
Oh yeah,
and
it's the lead singer having a music career beforehand with the label. That's the damning evidence.
And like that their number of followers, like that's a big number.
Yeah. Like I said, Instagram followers are pretty easy to inflate.
Right. I'm talking about on TikTok.
Yeah. No. The TikTok one is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I'm trying to see kind of their older posts on TikTok and like what the view counts were looking like. Cause like they're all like, you know what? Actually, there's no way. There's no way this is underground, because I'm sorry, but if they started completely underground on TikTok, there's no way their first videos have tens of thousands of views.
Yeah.
That shit's not organic.
Because they immediately were just in there from the start.
Their first
and the
one is introduce the band. Like, come on.
No.
Like, it's not like, oh, we had a viral TikTok and a bunch of people followed after, and then we built off of that. Right. This is, hey, introduce the band. And like, if you see this on your For You page, I mean, I'm sorry, are you going to give a shit about it?
No, I didn't. Like, that's why when you sent me that video, I was like, oh, this does look kind of familiar. But I literally just saw that and I was like, boop, I'm going to keep scrolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good on you. I fell in the rabbit hole so I could get mad today.
Dang.
But, you know.
Well, it gave us something to talk about.
It did. And, you know, hey, I hope they learn their lesson as a label to not do this. But, like,
They probably won't.
I don't know. It's just really fishy. And you know what? I would love to be wrong. But, again, like I said, I don't think they're going to get much traction beyond this. I also think the biggest thing is that like they kind of have like the defense of, you know, if they receive backlash, and obviously like you can tell that based on their kind of response and attitude towards it. They get to defend themselves by basically being like, oh, well, you're sexist, right? Which, like, I mean, yeah, I think a lot of people are upset because they are genuinely sexist, right? Which I don't want to be lumped into that category, obviously.
But I mean, you just went off on them.
Yeah, I know, right? That's the optics of it. You know, I'm a professional in optics, but like, yeah, it's just there's so many other voices that could have been amplified rather than this cringe shit.
Yeah, they really are. But I mean, they're gonna
phase out eventually.
I feel like they could phase out. I feel like the one thing that could keep them there is just that kind of like
getting,
I don't know, just like
off.
I'm just thinking like the whole, like, it could be fun. Like, wow, we're 3 girls and we're like edgy and like, you know,
edgy. That is not even close to edgy.
You know what I mean? People are going to look at them and be like, they're so edgy because they like have dyed hair and blah, blah, blah. You know, and I think, I don't know, I could see them becoming a thing. I think it just really depends on their music. I think that's the biggest thing.
I mean, it could, I don't know, it could be. I think, especially with younger audiences, I think they have a shot, but I don't know. I don't see them having a super lucrative career beyond this.
But you know, hey,
maybe I'm wrong and they sample this for a song. And you know what? I would love that.
Crazy. That would be wild.
You know, if that happens,
that would be the 100% best exposure
I will say it right now. I will say it right now. If that happens and they pop off and, like whatever, and I'm wrong, I'll buy the vinyl.
You'll buy the vinyl and put it on the wall right behind you.
I'll buy the vinyl and I'll put it on the wall. Exactly. Not this wall because I won't be here for long. But it's going on the wall. 100%. I'll do it.
That'd be crazy. You know what? And I would say thank you to them. Like, thank you. You got to.
I mean, they're not gonna sample me for the song. But if I am wrong, I will still do it.
I mean, it's happened before. I mean, obviously not with us, but like people have. I mean, obviously Fantano's a lot bigger, but like people have done it. I think who was that? Post Malone that did it. Sampled Fantano's bad review of him, and what was that on Beer Bongs and Bentleys? Maybe.
I don't know.
I think it was. I'll have to look afterwards, but I'm like pretty sure it was on Beer Bongs and Bentleys.
Yeah. But I really do hope that I'd hate to wish ill on them, but I hope this doesn't last because it's very inauthentic, and I want us to uplift voices that are actually doing shit that means shit.
Yes, if we're gonna push anybody into the pop scene right now, it better be Rina Sawayama.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, she's already pushed. I mean, she's got 2 million monthly listeners. Like she's a pretty big deal.
She has
a song with Elton John.
She could be a much bigger deal.
She has a song with Elton John, my guy. Like,
dude, she could be a lot bigger. I would say the average person does not know Rina Sawayama.
Oh no, absolutely. And that's the big thing that like when I see the number million, I'm like, wait, what? Like that's such a big number, but then it's like,
that's what I'm saying. Like 2 million,
what?
like that's
that really is nothing, but
that's all right. Yeah.
I mean, shit, like she has a song with Elton John. Like she's a pretty big deal.
I think she's in certain circles she is. I think the Elton John thing has been like Elton John, I know, has said he was a fan of her for a little bit. He was just a really big fan of her, and then I guess just really wanted to hop on a song, which I mean definitely happens. And I think like this is going to be something that definitely, hopefully, gets her a little more exposure. Right. I still need to go and listen to it, and I mean even if it's not great, that's fine. I just am happy Rina is getting, some love from some bigger people. Because she deserves it and she works hard. And like I said, she's actually put in some substance into her music and it just fucking slaps.
It does. It slaps so hard.
So what are you going to do?
I feel like I have done a very big disservice on this podcast because I keep mentioning, hey, let's uplift voices from other people. But I haven't done that. Right. Dang. So you keep going. I need to find, because I've had some TikToks that I've been meaning to go back to that showcase, especially in punk music, people or bands that are fronted by people of color, especially.
Interesting. I definitely think I always do my best to try and put people on.
I need to do that correctly. And I just need to find it. There was one that I really, really liked, and I want to remember their name, and I'm so sorry.
If you like them, you just gotta shout them out on the pod,
I feel like I listened to it on Spotify at one point, so time to go down listening history.
Here we go. Down the rabbit hole.
Keep going. Carry the pod for a bit.
All right. I guess I don't even know what I should talk about, but I guess I'll just keep going with the industry plant thing. Well, actually, I didn't ever get to really talk about my favorite industry plant.
Oh yeah, who's your favorite?
So I feel like, obviously it's not confirmed, but I do. If Lil Nas X is an industry plant, like he's up there. He's up there for me. And I just can't even be mad about it. Also, he's just the perfect. I feel like if there were anyone who was meant to be an industry plant, it would be Lil Nas X, just because I feel like he would handle it so well. And has already been handling it so well. Because he even tweets about it all the time. Like I'm telling you, he's like, I'm an industry plant. He even has a new song coming out. It's called Industry Baby. So like
in contrast to Factory Baby.
Wow, look at that. Got to get No Name on the remix. She's definitely not hopping on the remix.
I mean, she did tweet that she loves
Lil Nas X, and Lil Nas X did respond with the heart emoji. Yeah. So, hey, the connections are there. Let's get a Lil Nas X No Name collab. That would
be interesting.
Wow. That would be crazy. Would it sound good? Probably not.
Yeah, probably
not. Would it do numbers? Yes. Yes, it would.
Yeah.
And I have
I did find the meme about indie artists having parents with blue underline names.
Yeah. That one was pretty funny. Pretty funny. But yeah, do like me some Lil Nas X. I do also like Dominic Fike quite a bit.
Fair. Yeah,
I think he's put out some good stuff. I'm trying to think of any other recent industry plants. I mean, obviously there was people like saying that Phoebe might be an industry plant.
Yeah, but that's just another case of connections, though.
Yeah, that's different. I feel like there has to be a distinction. I think not a lot of people really know what the word industry plant means or completely know what they're saying when they say it. And it's just kind of like, he's an industry plant. And it's like, dude, what do you mean by that? Just that they knew somebody? Like, that's not what an industry plant is. But going back, I think Kenny Mason, a lot of people say it. I do see an argument there for Kenny Mason being an industry plant only because, like I said, he's not popping. He's not popping at all. In terms of numbers there, like the first song on his album hasn't even hit 1 million streams yet. Mm-hmm. And like, he's got a Freddie Gibbs feature on the way. He's got a feature with Denzel. He's got songs with Jid, and he's probably going to be on Jid's new album, which kind of like, man, this guy has really come out of nowhere. He's not putting up any type of numbers yet necessarily. Also, right. I thought he was independent. Cause I went on his, like on all the music he drops on Spotify. Normally when you're on Spotify, you can scroll to the bottom of an album and you can see the, like it'll say what label it's from, and his didn't have a label there. So I was like, oh, he must just be like independent and just like releasing all this himself. And I looked it up and I saw he actually was independent or was signed to a label. I was like, oh, that's weird. I don't know why that's not on his Spotify.
I mean, it could be independently released.
I mean, it could be, but at the same time, I do feel like, I don't know. It's kind of weird, especially, I don't know. I don't even remember what label it was he was signed to, but I was like, man, he got signed. Like I guess they just saw something in him because he's not putting up any type of numbers. It's just very, very interesting. I do love me some Kenny Mason. I'm going to love him regardless.
Magnolia Park is a pop punk band. Black, their frontman is black. That's one. I do really enjoy their music, actually. I just have not gotten around to like listening to a bunch of it. But yes, do love their music.
Gotcha. Cool stuff.
There was one. It was a girl group. I need to find it. Maybe I can just go to the stitches of the Tramp Stamps video, because like there's definitely people talking about it there.
Probably. But yeah, that's really that's all I got for industry plants. I don't know. What about you?
I mean, that's it. I mean, I have not paid too much attention to the kind of hoopla around industry plants for some people. But I mean, like I said, Don Toliver was the one that I know that a lot of people were very big about. That I was like,
it's wild. I feel like I didn't see any Don Toliver stuff, only because I feel like Don Toliver like came up like pretty organically. Like I feel like if you're, I mean, he was on Travis's album simply because he's from Houston, Yeah. I mean, like that's like just something Travis does. He's from Houston. If you're from Houston, he's probably, it's not that surprising if I see someone from Houston on Travis's album. Right. So then I think, and then once you have the Travis cosign, boom, like, that's True. That's kind of all you need. So after he was on Astroworld, I think his growth was inevitable. Honestly. That's just me though.
But then there's the argument there that's like this guy who seemingly came out of nowhere, right? And that's always the argument, that he came out of nowhere.
I mean, yeah.
And got a Travis Scott feature. You know, again, same argument with Black Boy JB, got a Drake feature.
See, I think the thing is, at least with Don, is just like, I don't know. We've known that Travis is interested in Houston artists and always trying to put Houston artists on.
Right.
So, and especially the fact that they've been so openly, I mean, it's not a secret that Travis put him on, you know, which is like, I mean, that's just how things work in rap. Like Travis got put on by Kanye, you know, like this is just like how it works. So yeah, I don't know. Don Toliver, not an industry plant to me. I don't see that as an argument. That's just me. Only because, I mean, even though he did come out of nowhere, I'm like, he came out of nowhere, but he was from Houston. That's all he needed.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, that is all.
So what does that mean for me? You know, that's what I want to know. What does that mean for me coming out of Houston? Put me on.
You gonna start making some music? Get that,
put me on,
Travis Scott cosign?
Maybe not music, but put me on as a, I don't know, creative director or something. Put me on, bro.
Creative director. All right, man.
Give me that title. I'll take it. I will take it.
I guess so.
Yeah. That is
I guess that's it. Yeah, we're dragging on towards the end here, and I want to apologize for that. Yeah. But I just wanted to find more. But I mean, I'm definitely gonna find some if you guys are sticking around for the after show live on Twitch. Just letting y'all know that. Yeah, we do stream live Wednesday evenings, twitch.tv/WhipTV live. We are gonna wrap this episode up with our usual Noah. What is the best thing you have listened to or watched recently?
So best thing I've watched, I feel like I didn't watch any movies this week. At least not any good movies. I did go home over the weekend and had to watch a really bad movie with my family.
Oh no.
But yeah, it happens. It's with my family. They usually don't have the best taste in movies.
Well, yeah.
But and also it's like they're very picky. At least my dad is very picky about them being appropriate. Even though like we're literally all like grown ass people now. But yeah, so it always has to be some kind of, I don't know, appropriate movie. Anyway, that was really bad. But I have been watching, I saw this new show, not a new show, but I started watching the show Snowfall, which is on FX. It's been out for a while. They're on like their 4th season now, but I just I made a deal with my friend because I've been asking him, I've been telling him to watch Watchmen for so long. I was like, dude, you need to watch this show. It's so good. So good. It's probably my favorite superhero show ever. And finally he was like, all right, I'll watch it if you watch Snowfall. And I was like, okay, I got you. So I started watching Snowfall. It's pretty good. It's about, cocaine. And
yeah, I mean,
it's not bad. But yes, the best thing I listened to this week, I think I know what you're going to say, but I am actually going to go a different direction. I think you're going to say Roadrunner.
Yeah.
But I'm actually going to go a different direction because I know this is not going to come up. So the group Sonder, which is a side project, a little side group of Brent Faiyaz, which is him and 2 other producers. So he's the only vocalist.
Right.
But it's the 3 of them, and they just put out a like visual EP on YouTube. Oh, wow. And it was really fucking good.
I didn't hear it.
It was so good. It's like 13 minutes long. There's like a couple different songs in there. My main complaint, song's too short. I want more songs. I want more songs.
I hate that.
And like, they're so good though. They're so good. Brent Faiyaz has been keeping me alive this year, man. He has been, I feel like every single time he's dropped, I've had to mention him.
Dude, you're standing Brent Faiyaz hard, man.
I am. And it's weird because I went through I kind of fell out of love with Brent for a while. Like when he dropped his first album, like 2017, I think. I was really big into it, like freshman year of college. Like I was just like rocking hard for Brent. And then after that, his other two projects after that didn't really grab my attention. But now I just think he's coming back with a new, like, man, he has been on top of it this year. I also think like, I don't know, just like smooth shit, like R&B soul, like has really just been keeping me going this year between, we already had Jasmine Sullivan at the beginning of the year. Then of course, we had Silk Sonic and of course Brent Faiyaz and who else? Oh, then you got all the neo soul with the Genesis Owusu album. So I just feel like that's really been my lane. That's been
your vibe?
Yeah, it really has. Oh, also I forgot to mention, going back to best thing I watched, the new Falcon and Winter Soldier episode was actually very good. Very good. I'm on board. I'm on board now.
See it yet. I'll try to watch it tonight.
You're missing out.
We'll see.
After last week, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm on board. And then this week, I was like, all right, I'm on board.
I zoned out last week. I don't know. I couldn't get into it, but
this week was good. You got to watch this. Or right. Not this week, but I guess
I'll give it a shot tonight. Maybe.
It was good. And also give that Brent Faiyaz EP, or Sonder,
I will
rather.
Also do. Sonder, yeah.
Very good. But what about you? What's going on?
All right. Well, you spoiled it. I was gonna say Roadrunner. I didn't listen to much this weekend because like I didn't see much that came out. I guess I didn't realize that Sonder was Brent Faiyaz, or else I probably would have.
Yeah, and it's only on YouTube, so.
Oh, it's only on YouTube. Never mind then.
Yeah, I had to download for Spotify.
I mean, like, what did I? I don't even remember what else I listened to, but I did not like anything else that I listened to.
I'm trying to think anything else that dropped last week. Nothing.
Nothing. It was a pretty dead week last week. I mean, Roadrunner dropped. That was kind of the main thing, which I enjoyed.
Yeah. Valid.
Yeah. Is this Lakia project In Due Time? I did not like at all.
Dang.
Yeah. No. That's gonna be a no for me. But yeah, Roadrunner was good. I didn't love it on first listen. On subsequent listens, though, it got me more.
I can see that. I can definitely see that. It was kind of similar. For me.
But yeah, best thing I watched though, pleasant surprise. I finally finished season 1 of Atlanta.
What?
Yeah,
dude,
I know.
That I don't know what noise just came out of my throat. It was very ugly. Yeah, it was really gross. But dude, you finished it. Dude, that last episode, I love that last episode with the jacket.
The jacket. It's like, can you check the pocket?
That was so good. So good. Also, I'm trying to think what else happened that season. You already got, that means you watched the BAN network, that episode.
Yeah.
What a good episode.
So it was such a good season, man. I'm really excited to get into season 2, but
dude, I'm excited for you to get into season 2. Season 2 is really good. I'm
excited, and I don't know what I'm gonna do tonight. Maybe I'll give that Falcon and the Winter Soldier a try. Maybe I'll try to get into season 2 of Atlanta, or maybe I'll just do nothing.
Hey, I mean, if you're gonna choose between the two, I definitely suggest Atlanta over Falcon and Winter Soldier.
But for me, it's probably gonna be late. So I want to I can just one and done with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. You feel me?
I feel that. I do feel that.
That's kind of the way I'm feeling right now. But we'll see.
Cool.
But yeah, that's it for this episode. Y'all be sure to tune in next week. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, TuneIn, Stitcher, all those other places. We are on YouTube as well. Neil and Lon's podcast on YouTube.
Actually,
you can watch our faces if you're okay. Go ahead.
RIP DMX.
Oh yes, RIP DMX. Holy shit! How did I forget about that, bro?
Yeah, it's been a little bit since
it's been
happened,
a while because it was the tail end of last week. RIP DMX, man.
Yeah, RIP. Definitely sad loss for the rap community.
Most definitely, yeah.
But yeah, it's been a little while since it happened, but definitely wanted to mention it because I haven't recorded since.
Yeah, exactly. That was that was definitely a tough loss, man. I was really gunning for him to make it out of that, but alas, he unfortunately didn't.
But his impact on the rap community will always be there nonetheless.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you for your contributions.
Never be forgotten. Thank you so much. Rest in power.
Yes. And on that note.
Yes. Somber note again, as we like to end on. If you're listening, then you can watch us as well. If you're watching, you can listen to us. And if you're doing either of those things, you can watch us live on Twitch, like I mentioned earlier. But yeah, that's going to be it. And we will see y'all next week.
Bye.
Peace the fuck out.